We haven't seen in the starting 11 too often, Becky Burley, is Vivianne, who will be on the left wing tonight. 3-4-3, and a new name in the starting 11. Jordan Zaid replaces Tosh Flint, who is out with an illness. Goalkeeper is in the center circle, and we've seen this a couple of times from Sporting JAX and from some other big clubs, as Parks will send it down, and Sporting JAX will try to pin Tampa Bay. Headed in the air by Georgia Brown. That was a common refrain against DC, where she was very active on balls in the air. They try to chip the keeper. Parks is back, and she can't handle it. Over her head, and Tampa Bay has scored. Sydny Nasello chips the keeper, and Tampa Bay Sun take a 1-0 lead here in the 18th minute.
Honestly, a really good read by Nasello to see that. Parks was out, but just to be connected to her back line, and Nasello read it very, very well and was able to execute.
That one went right over the head of Parks. Another one sprayed ahead. Here's Kenton. Swinging it in and right out in front. Pennick tried to get to it, but Sydney Schneider able to sky above her and collect it for Tampa Bay. Maybe the best chance of the game so far for Sporting JAX.
What a terrific ball that was. As assistant coach Alan Kirkup might say, it was in the corridor of indecision. And really difficult one for the keeper, and Schneider handled that extremely well.
A couple of number 19s going at it, Giammona and Puerta. And Carlee Giammona wins that battle. And here comes Tampa Bay. Nasello rolled it along the ground, easily handled by Kaitlyn Parks. Here's Jones. And all the way down to the byline, able to keep it in. Now a one-touch shot by Murray. Murray tracks it down. Now McNeill tried to bring it away. Kept in by Sporting JAX. Murray again. Swinging one toward the top of the 6-yard box. Now a shot by Boman that just went wide. Sophia Boman shot a low burner, just got pushed aside, and a corner coming for Jacksonville.
A quiet presence during this game that we haven't called her name much, but she certainly has covered a lot of ground.
Boman along the ground to Kenton. Spoiled away, and that is how the first half comes to an end. 1-0 Tampa Bay on the Sydny Nasello 18th minute goal. Mackenzie Pluck is out. And Gabby Provenzano is in for Tampa Bay. So those are the changes at halftime. Sporting JAX down 1-0 as we get the second 45 underway. Here's Pennick. A lot of yellow shirts in front of her. Jade Pennick sends it in across. One time and just wide. That's Paige Kenton.
That's a great start for Sporting JAX in 0.
Here are the halftime stats, and they are brought to you by the University of North Florida's Sports Data Analytics Lab. See possession in favor of Jacksonville, 68%. Out wide for Caroline Murray. Murray's offering deflected and sent out for a Jacksonville throw. We've talked about Murray before. She's played all over Northern Europe in her career. Finland, Iceland, Sweden, and Denmark. She started her college career at Ohio State and then finished at New Hampshire. Played pro for 10 years before being able to live what she called her childhood dream and play professionally in her home country here in the United States.
You know, Murray's a veteran on this team for sure.
Here's Phillpotts with a shot right into the breadbasket of Sydney Schneider.
Sid Schneider's really putting together a nice game tonight. I think she's made things look easy that haven't necessarily been so.
Phillpotts steps in front of this one. Now Meg Hughes. Hughes tried to get it to Pennick. So a forward in and a midfielder out. And Fernández, who is a goal scorer at her core, comes in. She scored 75 goals in 78 games at Flagler, where she led Division II in goals as a senior. Scored a goal in a friendly against KC Current 2 earlier this season, but has not scored in Gamebridge Super League play as of yet. This one into the box. And now a shot, and there's the equalizer from Sporting JAX.
Set pieces, just like you mentioned.
Paige Kenton in the middle of it, and in the 84th minute, Sporting JAX draws level 1-1 with Tampa Bay. Last game out for Tampa Bay, they gave up a goal in the 80th minute for an equalizer. 7th goal of the season. It leads the Gamebridge Super League. Impressive for an 18-year-old. Sporting JAX not done yet. Looking for another one. Here's Kenton. Back to Andrea Fernández. And this ball pushed over the top. It'll be a corner for Sporting JAX. Bessette sends it along the ground. Tried to redirect it, but Parks read it the whole way.
That was actually a really dangerous free kick because Sporting JAX got pushed deep into the box before the kick was even taken, which allowed some players to really have a good opportunity to redirect. What an opportunity in the dying moments of this one.
And that's the way it ends. Sporting JAX wanted the handball. The whistle didn't come. And this one ends in a 1-1 draw